All right. Um, Hi, this is DJ Awesome Rob, aka Big Rob 029, and I'm here doing a JSS International Cross Wormhole Planet Call of Duty beta preview analysis. And I got my man here, Matt, aka Wormhole Planet, aka
Wormhole 42.
Wormhole 42 with us, and we're going to talk about Goat of Duty. Um, I guess they just had a beta and we're gonna talk about it. And you'll probably
Yeah,
be seeing some awesome video in the background while we talk about it. It's gonna be great. All right, so
yeah.
welcome, Mr. Wormhole. How are you doing today?
Good, good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited about this game. I'm hoping that it really gets the mods that it needs and can really, go much further than just the beta um, and become full on game,
Yeah,
So,
hopefully it finds a footing. It didn't. It did it. Did it look like a free-to-play game to you?
um, like free to play, like just like should it be free to play? Like
Or I
I
guess,
think
did it feel like a free-to-play game? You
um
played it more than I did. Truth to be told, I
well,
only got about 3 matches in. You
you
got way more
know,
time with it than I did.
it felt more like it reminded me of the days of when I used to play like uh me and my buddies back when I was in the Marine Corps used to play 007 GoldenEye and just run around and try to kill each other, like in an open arena kind of thing. That's kind of what it felt like, except it just you're a goat. there's there's no way to get around that, and like the goats, they I don't know, it's just a whole new element. It's like Call of Duty but with goats, and it has that kind of arena battle, first person shooter
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like a
feeling to
classic
it.
arena shooter. I guess we should back it up because Call of Duty isn't like that. Call of Duty's, I
Right.
guess, stemmed from that, but is no longer anything like that at all now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
and
this
that's what
is,
I was thinking with Go to Duty. I was like, this really isn't a Call of Duty type game. This is more of a, like I said, like the two player split screen
yep,
GoldenEye.
yep, exactly. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if they put some, this will be a great couch game if they put some quality four-player split screen on there, and then you just everybody has their little goat. And I guess if we really wanted to back it up and do an explanation, it's a first-person arena shooter. How many people? I guess because it was a beta, it was limited, but I feel like it's maybe 8 to 16 people in a match. It felt very much like a kind of like old school Quake or something like that.
Yeah, it had more of a kind of like that feel, like, but
And the levels were small too. The maps were very
yeah,
small.
yeah, and they were talking about that in the Discord server for Code of Duty, um, where you had to go and get the beta key for Steam, so
Hmm.
that and there was like it was only limited to like however many, like 8,000 keys or something like that, or I don't know how many people ended up joining in, but the matches would be the most I seen in a match was probably around 20 people or so,
Oh
but
wow, that's a lot.
the the least amount was like one or two, and that's
Yeah,
when I would host it. I would like host it for 20 minutes, do a 20-minute match, and
yeah.
then usually the one that I hosted that got the most probably had 6 or 7 people,
Okay, that's pretty
and
good. It seemed
yeah,
popular and not super hard to get in, but it definitely had that. Oh well, it's late in the day on a Sunday or early in the morning on a Saturday. Oh, maybe there's nobody playing. I guess the plus
Yeah.
side is that you're not reliant on their servers, but then you have the problem that, oh, you gotta play on someone else's, hosted internet. Like, where in the world are they? Are they like down the street
Right.
in the same city, or are they on the other side of the country and you're getting like 300, 400 ping?
Yeah.
But if they're
Oh,
hosting a server and they, maybe do, like you said, get some mods in there and have some custom maps and all that kind of stuff, that could be good. It's got some
yeah.
uh it's got some potential, and I like that it's different. It's not it's old school, like it's about goats with guns on their backs is real dumb. But like,
Yeah.
what's the first person view? It's like it's almost like third person, because you're not seeing it from
Yeah.
the eyes of the goat. You can see the goat, and you can see
You're
your
seeing it from the eyes of like the back of the goat,
yeah.
like the gun arm thing.
Right. It's like if you were riding on top of the goat, that's kind of like what your view would be, and you have a gun
Yeah.
off to the side. It makes no sense. Their humor is definitely there. They know exactly what they're doing. It's
Yeah, they kept saying that if it seems like a flaw or like a glitch in the game, they probably planned it that way.
right.
I was like, okay.
What was that game? Oh, Goat Simulator. Have you played that? It's kind of has that tone.
That's
Goats.
what a lot of people that I've told about this
Mm-hmm.
have said that they're like, "Oh, I've seen that game before." And it's like, "No, you haven't
No,
seen
you
this
haven't seen
one.
this
This
game
is
before.
new." But you've seen Goat Simulator probably, and that's a lot of Goat Simulator. I think is more third person, right? Like you
Yeah,
can
Goat Simulator's
control
like
the goat.
right. It's like third person, and it's kind of like Tony Hawk. Remember like old
Uh,
school pro skater? You're like, oh
yeah,
yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna do an ollie off of these rails and then combo the stuff together. But instead of doing that, you're you're knocking over people and jumping off of stuff and blowing stuff up and making combos by doing dumb goat stuff. And it was over the top and ridiculous. It's very similar to this go to duties, I guess, mantra.
yeah, yeah. The thing that got me was just like the variety of ways that you can die. Like you just
There was a tons of guns
there's
in
only
there.
like three ways that you can die in Code of Duty, and it's to get your head blown off
Yep.
or get blown a bit.
Right. You don't just fall over, your head explodes.
Yeah, and then sometimes you would just die and like your head wouldn't come off, but your body would lay there and other people would run around and start shooting your dead body.
Right. You kicked
I
across
was
the
like,
map.
oh man. Yeah, so you're looking down on yourself and you're seeing everybody running around you and kicking you and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and it seems like they for like an early closed beta. I mean, I guess it's past alpha stage. It's not in like an open beta where everybody can get in, and for having like 8,000 keys, it seemed like it was, fairly polished. Do you know how many maps they had? I only got to play on like the little farm town map.
There was three when last I checked.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I
there was
watched you
the
play a little bit too.
yeah, there was three. There's the farm, which that one's pretty fun. I found some. I swear, the first time I played it, I found a secret area, and then it was on somebody else's host, so it might have been a developer. But I found like a secret door, and then every time I would play it and host it myself, I couldn't find that secret door anywhere, and I kept looking for it, and I was like, I know it was right around here. They must have just changed like the actual level, like they hid part of it, and you couldn't go back into that part again. I was like, that is weird,
Yeah,
but
it's
they
possible unless you glitched out of the map somehow. Yeah, but if the developers were
maybe,
out there ready to get people to play, maybe there's a fourth map that looks like the third map, but actually is different with a secret area. That sounds
yeah.
like something they would do.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, the other levels are pretty good. They had a space station,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean, goats in space. I don't know. I mean,
Sure.
it's I
I
guess
mean,
so. I
I
mean,
think when I watched you play, you're like every time like there was XP, it didn't seem to really do anything other than cosmetic stuff, which leads me to believe it might be on that free to play route. But the cosmetic stuff you got was ridiculous. Like it looked like you had a spacesuit helmet on.
oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Because I went to the Robo Goat. After you get
right.
level 2, you can choose your different
Mm-hmm.
goat or whatever, ghost stooms. I don't know.
Right. They're trying
Goat.
with the puns.
Yeah, they're trying to do anything they can with the word goat.
Right. Kind of tough, but they were trying.
Yeah,
I
and it
appreciate
made
their
it
effort.
fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was different. It
yeah,
was definitely a good change from like all these like all the what do you say the proper Call of Duties and the Battlefields and especially the Fortnites. You know, it's a
yeah.
classic shooter. You start with a gun, you run around, you pick up more guns, and you try to stay alive and maybe shoot some stuff and try not to die like too many times.
Yeah,
And then try to match in with your friends and host the matches. And it was very it was kind of I don't know, I guess what's the cross between bare bones and polished. It was like not quite prime
yeah,
time, but for what they had it looked pretty good.
yeah. It was definitely kind of a work in progress,
Yeah.
but very finished work in progress.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like they got it to the level that they wanted it to, and then they stopped, and then they wanted to say, okay, let's do this beta, and then let's see what is, let's see what we can do with it from here, and they'll take in the input they get on the Discord server, and you know, they'll try to make any mods probably to it, and if it if it becomes a full game, like you know, with matches and everything, or if it becomes like an Unreal tournament or something, it'll be um,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
pretty crazy,
They
you know.
canceled Unreal Tournament. They have if you're in so before this whole Fortnite stuff happened and the Epic Store was just the store that you could download Epic stuff from. They were trying to bring back Unreal Tournament and you could download it for free and it was going to be like a free game and then you could pay for whatever cosmetic extras and stuff. They like totally
Yeah.
canceled it and this totally fits in that
Oh
wheelhouse.
man.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like that new Unreal Tournament. They just like nope. Fortnite is great. So they have a niche that they could fill if they wanted to. Um,
Hmm.
I was going somewhere with that. Totally lost my train of thought. That happens a lot. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's gone.
He lost it.
Yeah,
That
I,
happens to me all the time.
yeah.
But
I
the
think I had a point. I don't know.
well, with the Unreal Tournament, it's funny because I still have a friend that plays like the original one. Like his PC is
Hmm.
maxed out for like the original Unreal Tournament. Like he hasn't upgraded his PC in like 10 years. And he's like,
Right. It's like, well, this is all I can play now. So.
yeah, so he just stays on that and plays that. But he is an avid retro video game collector. He
Hmm.
has 4 different versions of the Intellivision,
Oh wow.
which is a really old classic system, and there was like 4 different versions released of it. Sears had one, Radio Shack had one, and this is all back in the late or early '80s or late '70s when they had in television. But yeah, I'm like he has all those like original in the boxes, so
Hmm.
they're worth a lot of money.
Gotcha. All right, that's
But
cool.
he's playing Unreal. But these goats, I hope they do something more with it and give some more levels and uh, make it to where you can do the ramming and just flip the other goats in the air and
Yeah, you like that part. I could never connect with it. I was like, I don't know what this is. I run fast and and the goat's
Yeah,
head kind of glows a little bit.
yeah.
I don't even think I got killed by that. So I never figured out what that part was. But um, but yeah, I think
That's
they could probably upgrade their net code a little bit. I didn't have any crashes or anything like that, but it was spotty for me. That
It
could just
crashed
be
the
my
first time
computer.
I loaded it, and that was the only time. After that, every time I wanted to run it,
Hmm.
even with OBS running in the background, it was still playing fine. It would load and host matches
Hmm.
and all that stuff, and it was running pretty good. And I was surprised at how smooth it was. It wasn't real choppy or anything like that. Some
Yeah.
of my videos look kind of choppy, but
Well, that's the stream. You can't do anything about that. Well, you can, but that's lots of upgrades, um, or
yeah,
optimization at least. But yeah,
yeah,
I think this one. I don't know. I feel like this, if it comes in under 20 bucks, that's probably a buy for me. Um, if they, let's see, what could they do? Do all the things that the good developers do. You put out the beta, you keep talking about the next beta, you update, upgrade, fix, patch, and everything. Have the beta come out, and then probably do another closed beta, and then do an open beta, and then put the game out. I'm no game
yeah,
developer. I don't know what that kind of time frame is, but I feel like they have something on their hands. They could put this out. Don't make it more than 20 bucks. I don't know
yeah,
if the I mean maybe if they can drum up some hype. I mean that's what we're trying to do. Hey everybody, go 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 um I don't know. Go to
oh,
the Goat of Duty Steam page, I guess. Oh, there you go.
yeah,
Join the Goat of Duty Discord channel. Um
yeah,
this is where um Matt puts up a link to that on the YouTube page and and yeah, that's on the screen
yeah.
right now. Click that button, right? Click that like and
Yep.
subscribe. Um, but
Start
yeah,
drawing people to that realm of the battling of goats.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's how we got in. I saw the something about it on PC Gamer, and it said to join their Discord channel. You join the Discord, and they're like, yeah, so we're gonna put it out X time, and just do the thing, and you download and play. And that was pretty
Yeah,
simple, and it was pretty much hassle free. Aside from the minor issues we had, it was pretty smooth sailing. So um,
yeah,
let me look this up
definitely.
here. Who is this developer? This is 34 Big Things uh, from Razer Games as the publisher. Um, I think we both had a good time with it. I had a good time. Do you have a good time?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely did. I mean, it was just fun to get in there and start going to town, and like it was so easy to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't played a game like that in a long time, so
Oh yeah,
uh,
it was real simple. It was point and
yeah,
click and scroll wheel for the weapons. I think maybe
yeah,
shift for
or
the power up. Maybe we're missing the rest of it, but it seemed pretty simple.
yeah, shift was the ramming speed where you get a goat right in front of you, you hit that shift and it ram into him and then he flips them into the air,
Oh
and
yeah,
then you try to shoot him while he's flying through the air.
yeah. My question would be, can we get uh, yeah, can we get the couch multiplayer support, like local multiplayer and some controller support? And I'd be happy. That'd be a day one buy for me. And
Yeah,
less and 20 bucks or less, I'm down.
yeah.
I guess I'll add it to my wish list on Steam. I think that's my final thoughts on it. What's your final thoughts there, Mr. Wormhole?
Um, I think overall, as far as the game, that I mean, my son played it for like a minute and he's like, I like these kind of games, and I was like, so do I. Like I haven't played one of these like that in
Mm-hmm.
a long time. Most of the stuff is like role playing or role based, or you just it's fun to get in and just start going crazy and shooting stuff and having fun with it instead of having to worry about you know completing your next um, journey, or you're beating the next level boss at a, you know,
Right, you had
something
levels,
like
there was
that.
XP, but it was pretty basic. I could see them putting in some challenges, milestones type stuff. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it was pretty easy to follow. Once you get them hooked on that, I gotta send you a copy of Screen Sheet. It's great. We
All
could talk
right.
about that offline. It's so like your the premise is pretty much like GoldenEye when you'd have like a bunch of people over and you'd be playing multiplayer GoldenEye. Don't look at my screen. Oh, you know where I am. So it's like
Yeah.
that, but everybody's invisible. So the idea is to look at everybody's screen,
Oh man.
but you can't
Uh,
tell
uh,
where they you gotta yeah. It's a whole thing. Um, so anyway, uh, that's our preview analysis of Goat of Duty from 34 um, Big Things Studios. Um, so that's pretty much it for us. I will give you my
yeah.
rundown, and you can give your rundown. And I guess the biggest thing would be to like and subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Discord. We'll put those links down in the description. I am DJ Awesome Rob. You can find me on Twitter at AwesomeRob029. And for my co-host, you can find him.
Wormhole 42 in the gaming circuit, and I'm Wormhole underscore Matt on Twitter, and I'm the co-host of the Planet Wormhole. Yeah, if we ever record again, as you can hear in the background, uh,
Hey,
Planet Wormhole podcast, and we're trying to spread awareness, and we're trying to tell people about gaming and anything that we can do to keep things positive in our lives.
yeah, and you guys do
So,
a mighty fine Twitch stream when you play those fighting games. You all don't pull any punches. It's no holds barred, dead or alive fighting games. That was a
yeah,
good
we got to
time.
get back into our Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah, that too. That was a good time. All right, and you probably see more of that on this channel as well. I'm gonna leave this to Matt to edit and everything. Um, so I think that's about it.
All
Peace up in
right.
the grill.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
See ya.